Hey guys, today I'm just doing a quick get ready with me using the Celestial Pearl palette from Charlotte Tilbury, along with a few other little goodies that I picked up. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. If you're not, thank you so much for coming back, and hopefully you enjoy. So this is just a quick little preview of the eyeshadow, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy. Okay, so I'm starting this off kind of in the middle of my makeup, not really in the middle, but like everything's a little out of order. Generally, I would do my foundation, my powder, which I've done already. Then I would do my bronzer. And so I haven't done bronzer yet. And then I would do my brows. So I've kind of filled in my brows just a little bit. Just so I could show you what I'm going to use. But I just used my normal brow pencil, which is the CoverGirl Soft Blonde. And I'll show you one of the new products that I just bought to go in my brows, and this is the Patrick Ta Major Brow Lamination Gel. Looks like these. And I've really been liking it. The only thing I noticed compared to the Brow Freeze, Anastasia Brow Freeze, is that sometimes you get like little crusties in there, so you have to just kind of like get that out of there. I also just purchased this guy, which is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpting Stick. I'm a little annoyed because, oops, this is the brush. I don't use the brush. I haven't tried it, but I've heard a lot of people don't like it. I probably will try it eventually, but I'm so frustrated. So this was out of stock at Sephora for ever. So finally I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to purchase it on the Makeup by Mario site. So I go on the site and they had it. This is the light medium. They had it on the site. And then their Canadian shipping was down. So they're like, oh, we're so sorry. It's down right now. We'll let you know when we fix it. So I'm like, okay. So then finally it comes back up. And then they had a 15% off coupon code, which, okay, that's fine. But the shipping was $20 to Canada. I'm like, can you guys calm down with the shipping prices? Like, what is happening? So that was a little annoying. And then I see today that it's back in stock on Sephora. So it's $35 and I spent $50. I could return it, but like I just don't want to go through the hassle because then I'd have to buy the one on Sephora, wait for it to ship, and I'm just like, we're just gonna do what we're gonna do. And yeah, so I did try it yesterday. The only thing I noticed is that it is a little bit hard to blend when you put it right like directly on the skin. So I'm just gonna take a brush. This is just the MAC. Looks like it says 100. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And just use it directly on there. I have to use a little mirror here. So I'm just gonna start on my forehead. But yeah, I would either like put it on your hand and then on the brush. Sorry, you can't see anything. And then apply it with a brush to your face. That's just my opinion. You don't have to do it that way, but that's the way that works best for me. So, I'm sorry this is awkward. My mirror is behind my phone. So, I got a weird little setup here. So yeah, I'm just using like a couple newer products that I purchased. And I'm sure you could tell that by the title. But I do really like using the Huda Tan Tour. And I use the color Fair. But I just wanted to try this one out and see. Because a lot of people were talking about it and seemed to really like it. So, you know what else I was looking for? And I don't see it on the Sephora site anymore. Is the Milk Baked Bronzer. The big one. I only see the mini online now. Like, does this not exist anymore? What's happening? Okay, that is a little dark. So we're gonna fix that. But yeah, Does anybody know what happened to the Milk Baked Bronzer? Like, where is it? Because after I couldn't see, like, I couldn't find this one online because it was sold out. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just try the Milk one. No, I only see the mini, and the mini is so small. People say it lasts a long time though, so I don't know. Okay, so I just blended that out a bit, and I'm just gonna go on my cheeks with that as well. Sorry. And then I just kind of go into my hairline too. I like this brush because it's not too, well, it's kind of dense, but it's still fluffy. Like when you press it on your skin, it's fluffy. So and I try not to go too crazy. It always, like I said, it always looks lighter in my phone than it does in real life. So just go in that hairline. Yeah, it's a really nice color. So I just take a fluffy powder brush and blend that out. Then you can do your jawline. I usually just do bronzer under my jawline, but since we're here, it's a stupid little double chin, which I didn't used to have, but you know, getting older, good times. Okay, so we're done with that. So this is how it looks. Blend it out. And for foundation, I don't know if anybody cares, but if you do, I used the Revlon Color Stay and mixed it with the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. I just wanted something a little bit more matte, and I feel like Fresh Wear is really nice. It has a little bit of a glow to it, and generally kind of like a demi matte, but I wanted a little bit more matte than usual, so I just added in the Color Stay. So now I'm going in with my bronzer, which is the Marc Jacobs bronzer. I'm so sorry. I guess I could use the Huda bronzer, but we're already here. So this is what's happening. For some reason, I don't know why, but Canada had this bronzer on the site for way longer than the US Sephora. And I thought it was still there, so I was gonna go get another one. Because I already hit pan. I'm like, how? Because I didn't get it that long ago, and some people have had theirs for years and they haven't even hit pan, but I guess that's like, you know, actual YouTubers who have a billion bronzers where I have like 10. 5 to 10. Okay, so I'm just, again, just kind of buffing that out. And I'll go in the cheek. Does anyone shave their face? I know like a lot of people do, but I'm just curious with those little razors. Like, does your hair grow back more? Because I don't want that to happen. And I've tried waxing here before, and I find like my foundation doesn't stick to the wax. So I'd like to know, do you shave your face? And what's it like? Does it grow back thicker? What's the deal? Give me all the details. So we bronzed and just kind of blend it out. And maybe I'll do the brows just to show you what those look like after using this Patrick Ta. Need my mirror again. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You can see. Can you see? It's a little sticky. So I just try to be careful while taking it out there. Hopefully you can see this. Oh my god, of course I have a hair stuck in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you how I brush them up. And I try to work with it pretty quick because it does tend to dry a little quicker. Not dry, but like kind of set. Okay, so then I just go in and start pushing them up with the back side. And this I always try to, like I have a long tail and I try to just kind of push it up rather than down to kind of just like lift the eye. Do you see the difference? You see what I mean though? It does get a little chunky, so you kind of have to just move quickly and don't add too much. I did just dip in a second time, but I'm not going in the front. I'm just going on the end here to make sure that stays. But once it's in place, it's in place. So you don't really have a lot of playtime with this. So I'm just gonna spike up this side here. So you see, and then I'm just gonna, whoop, spike them up. And then I kind of try to fix the like sparseness of them with my brow pen. I don't like that little chunk. This one looks a lot darker. I have a little more brow product in that one, so we'll fix that. I'm gonna just hold off on the brows for a second, and I'm going to start with, actually I'll do blush, and then I'll start doing my eyes here. So first I'm gonna go in with a highlight. This is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow. And I've been using this for a long time and I still haven't really made a dent in it. I just like this one. It's got a lot of pigment, but it's not like over the top. I kind of am calming down a little bit with the highlight. I used to use like a really extreme highlight. I think that's pretty normal. I think everyone kind of did. And I feel like everyone's kind of calming down with it now. Okay. So I'm using a new blush that I just got. I've been looking at this one for so long. Not necessarily this specific color, but these blushes for such a long time. This is the Fresco blush by Laura Mercier. And it's kind of like a more nudie brown tone. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it. And it kind of reminds me of this one, which is the Annabelle Perfect blush in Pronto. This one's just a little bit more neutral, and this one is a little more, I don't know, I guess peachy, but it's not really peachy. Alright, so I'm just going to use a Real Techniques blush brush. Pull out my massive mirror again. I like it because it gives like a tan look to the skin, like a sunburnt kind of look. That's generally what I like to go for. I feel like that's what everyone likes to go for, but I don't know, I haven't really been into like pinky. I have a lot of like pinky mauve colors, and that's what I used to use all the time, but now I'm kind of going more for like nude, more like tan look, even though it's almost winter. Depressing. So yeah, I've really been liking this blush. I bought an Ilia one that I love too, which is called, what is it called? Awake or something? One second. Ugh. Here it is. Waking Up. So you could see this is more like a nudie kind of color as well. I really like that one. Waking Up. The thing I hate doing the most. So I always do my blush a little more like aggressively than I kind of need to, and that's because I find that it just kind of fades off a little bit once you start doing your eye makeup and everything, so I like just doing it a little heavier handed. I've always been like blush obsessed. Okay, so since we have these brows pretty tacky now, see what those look like. I'm going to just grab my brow pen and I'm going to grab Glossier in Brow Flick. Brow Flick in Blonde. So let's see if I can do this without screwing up. So I like to just put little hair strokes like at the bottom. And then I'll put a couple, I think this one is running out. Damn it. Put a couple just at the top there, just to make it look a little more natural. Some people can do this so easily and it looks so natural. I kind of struggle with the markers. So we'll hopefully deepen this one up. Okay. So again, I just like to go in the bottom. And I like to kind of go faster so that I'm not getting too much product in one spot. Like I want it to look kind of feathery. I just feel like the Patrick Ta product is so much faster than the Brow Freeze. I noticed that the Brow Freeze, you have to kind of like really play with it to get them to really stay. And I have issues with them staying. And I'm confused. Like, what am I doing wrong? I'm pushing them like I'm doing the whole laminating thing. But for some reason, they just like won't stay put. But with this one, they do. So I noticed I'm kind of running out of that one, so I'm going to try to go in with my NYX Lift and Snatch in Taupe. This one is very, like, liquidy. So since the other brow is a little bit darker, oh god, this is turning into a mess. these are not good. Oh my god, you guys, I'm not happy with this brow at all. Okay, so this is real life, and it looks a little crazy. Oh my god, I do not like that eyebrow at all. Okay, good times. So I'm just gonna play with it a little bit and try to move it out of its place. And I'm just using like a regular spoolie. Okay, I'm not loving these brows right now, but we'll just continue because we have to. So, no, I need to fix this. Like, I can't. Okay, I'm taking lift and snatch again and just gonna fix the front of my brow here. Oh my god. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. I hate these right now. Okay, so this is a bad brow day. Just getting a little bit of that crunch out of there so I can kind of try to manipulate these again. This one's not terrible, it's just a little crunchy. This one, like, I don't know what is going on. This is the worst. Of course I have to be filming when this happens. Like, on a normal day when I'm in a rush, I could do them in 5 seconds. Okay, we're just leaving them for now because I'm getting really annoyed. Okay, so now we're going to be working with one of my new favorite eyeshadow palettes, which is strange. I did not think that I would really like it as much as I do. This is the Charlotte Tilbury palette of Celestial Pearl Luxury Palette of Pearls. Celestial Pearl. So this is what it looks like. This is the outer packaging. It's hard to open though, so I ripped mine a little bit. Whoops. But yeah, look at how cute. So this is what they look like. You can see the duochrome. This is what it looks like when it's the pinky side, but you can see in my mirror it has like a gold shift to it. There we go. And this is the pinky one. This is the pop shade. And then this is the smoke shade. So you know it's not going to be very smoky. So basically, I think that this would look best on like light medium skin, but I have seen like a medium darker skin use it, woman use it, and it looked really nice. It was like almost like the light colors show up more. The only color that doesn't show up more is obviously the smoke shade because it's going to be lighter on a darker skin tone, but it looked beautiful, and I was like, and she didn't really like it, and I was like, what? It looks so good. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking for a brush that I want to use. I was using an Urban Decay brush that was working really nicely. Now I don't know where it is. This is a mess. Okay, found it. This is from the Naked Honey palette. So just been using this side for the smoke shade and this side for the lighter shade. So I am going to go in order. So she says to go in with that one first, which is number 1. And that shade is called Prime. Okay, there's no shade name, so Prime. It's the pinkier toned one. It's funny, like I saw people using this. I saw initially Charlotte Holdcroft using this, and I was like, oh my god, that looks beautiful on her. And she has a more medium skin tone. She's so lucky. She just has like a natural tanned skin. And I was like, oh my god, that looks amazing on her. She compared it to the Star Aura quad, which I believe was released last holiday season from Charlotte Tilbury, and I was like, okay, I need to get this palette. I wasn't even interested in it to begin with because I'm like, oh, it's really light, like it's probably not going to do anything. And then she used it and I was like, okay, I get it. And it is very pretty. It's just gives you like these palettes aren't really meant to like give you a dramatic look. This is meant to give you like a nice soft shimmery, like none of these colors are matte, which is also weird for me. I always use matte shades. But it's meant to just give you like a nice soft glowy eye look. And you can see that from all the looks online. So I am, again, just I'm gonna go in with my finger so you can really kind of get a feel for what that looks like. Oh my god, my eyebrow is like, whew, something else. Don't pay attention to that. I'll fix it later. Okay, so again, I'm just going in with my finger. I just find like these colors go on the best with a finger. So this is what the duochrome shade looks like. It had little stars in it. I was trying to keep from using it too much so you could see the little stars, but you can't really see them anymore. So that I am using my finger. So you can see it's kind of like a greeny, pinky gold. And I'm just popping that on the lid. And that just kind of amped everything up a little bit. There is some fallout with these shades. I think more so the duochrome shade and the pop shade. So I do just kind of brush it away as I go. So you can see it's got that nice kind of sparkle duochrome shade now. And I'm going to go in with Smoke first, and then I'm going to go in with the pop shade. I'm so stupid. The pop shade was kind of getting a little bit of hard pan, as those type of shades do. And I went in with a piece of tape because that's just what I do when I get hard pan. But when it's a color like that, just don't do that because then it kind of like pulled the pigment off and it kind of just made a little like hole in it now. So I'm like, oh, why did I do that? So I'm just going in with the Smoke shade. So that's kind of like that bronzier tone. Again, there are no mattes, so if you want that like deep, you know, like darker matte look, you might want to go in with just like a matte shade from any, you could go in with bronzer, you could go in with just like a normal eyeshadow. And so I noticed with this, it kind of, because it's shimmery, it kind of leaves like a harsher edge. So I am just gonna soften that edge a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into that bronzy shade and go just right in to the crease. Oh, This is so weird doing my makeup like this. I never do it in a little mirror, so it's awkward as hell. And you could be flicking a little bit of these shimmers off when using this bronzy shade, which is why I wait to use that more like pop shade until the end, so I'm not just flicking the shimmer everywhere. And you could also use a glitter glue. I don't have one, but I wish I did, because I think this would definitely like latch on a little better and not flick off any of these shimmery bits. So again, I'm just gonna soften that a bit. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. It doesn't look that exciting in the camera, but in real life it is beautiful. So what I'm gonna do is use that pop shade. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh. And this is what this one looks like. And you can see it does have that touch of shimmer to it. So before I put that on, it was looking primarily pink, but once you add the pop shade, it's gold, so it'll go a little more goldy. So if you want to keep it pink, just avoid this shade. Okay. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I think I got my brow in a little bit better place here. So I've added my liner. All I did was put on the ColourPop Grande liquid liner, and then I just softened it out a little bit with just a brown in the Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette, this one here. And then I just put this one in the inner corner just for like a little bit of a matte highlight. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes here. And I'm gonna use a newer mascara, which is the Rare Beauty mascara. I have mixed feelings about this one. I like it sometimes, and sometimes I don't like it. At first, I really didn't like it at all, but it's kind of growing on me. I feel like the older it gets, the kind of drier it gets, which I enjoy. Just going in with a CoverGirl eyeliner in the inner waterline, upper waterline. And this is just CoverGirl Ink It in black ink. Grande is a brown liner, which I used on the top because I feel like it's a little less harsh with these like pinky colors. Sorry if that was grossing you out. I didn't even realize I'm just talking with a pencil in my eye. Okay, so this is the Rare Beauty mascara, just in the color black. It's not waterproof. This is what the brush looks like. I generally prefer a more hourglass type brush than this, but you know. So I like the Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara, the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but that one flakes a lot, so I haven't really been using that. And honestly, one of my favorites is just one from the drugstore, which is this one, the CoverGirl Exhibitionist. And yeah, I basically use this all the time. This is a little more hourglass shaped. And I just find with this one, it's like you can layer and layer and layer, and it has good separation still. This one kind of starts clumping after a while. You'll see. But like I said, it's kind of growing on me now. At first I was like, where's the volume? But I feel like that usually happens when you just buy a mascara. It's like too wet, so it just kind of like slips right through your lashes. Do you know what I'm talking about? Does anybody agree with me here? Anyway, what is everybody getting for the Sephora sale? Are we getting anything? Are we sick of makeup? I have like recently just fallen back in love with makeup. I kind of had a moment where it was like clothing, buy all the clothing, and now I'm like, okay, I have all the clothing. I need to stop buying the clothing because I don't have enough room for it. I live in a condo, as I'm sure you might know if you've watched any of my videos before, and that's my whole closet. It's teeny tiny. So there are 2 of us in here and it's just a 1-bedroom. So we basically have 2 huge IKEA dressers in front of our bed. We have 2 nightstands. He has a clothing rack right here, and I get the closet, and I still have a laundry basket full of clean clothing that I have nowhere to put it. Okay, so this is what the lashes are looking like. I do find I am liking it more now. I feel like it's separating a little bit more and it's giving me a little more volume. So I usually do a couple coats of this. I don't, like, when I say coats, I mean like dip in again. I don't know, like, sometimes people like let it dry and then go back in. I can never do that because I find my lashes are like, nope, we're stuck like this now. If I let them dry and then go back in, like, I just can't do that. So I just continue to manipulate them. So, yeah. How do you like to put on mascara? It's funny because when I'm doing somebody's makeup, I will do like the zigzag and like go right in. For myself, I apply it a different way. It's just a way that works for me. I kind of push my lashes to the inside to make them stand up a little more straight. So you'll see I'm always pushing from the outside of my eye to the inside to make them stand up a little more straight, and then separate them. So I'm just gonna do my other eye with this mascara, and I'll put some lip liner on and I'll be right back again. Okay, so we have the brow situation sorted. I just added a tiny bit more of the Patrick Ta lamination gel there and seems to be better. So I've just got my mascara on. This is what it looks like. What do we think? I could use a little more volume, but whatever. It's just me. So I did forget to swatch these for you, so I will swatch them. So this is the prime shade. Looks orangey, but it's actually more pink. You can see it's got that sparkle to it. This is the duochrome, which is the shade Enhance. It's got that goldy, pinky shift. I just look like a freaking ghost right now. Like, it's crazy. My skin looks so white. Okay, this is the pop shade. You can see it's very twinkly, and I love twinkly shadows. And this is the bronzy shade, which is Smoke. I wouldn't call it Smoke. That's the top one there. You can almost see them better on my fingers. That's the Smoke shade. Pop. Enhance. So you can see they are different. And then this was that. Oh, sorry, this is Pop. This is the pinky one. This is the duochrome. This is the Pop, which is the golden kind of shimmer. I'm the worst. This is what they look like. So again, you're not going to get like a lot of color out of it. You're going to get just like a soft kind of glowy look. So if you're into that, then I would get it. I would say this kind of focuses more on like the lashes, and if you wanted to wear like a bolder lip, then you could do that, which I am going to do a bolder lip for me, which is literally anything darker than a nude. This is actually still a nude, but darker than I generally go for. So I'm going to start actually with my lip liner, and I normally use, lately anyways, I really love Oak by MAC or NYX. I have one also, I can't remember the name of it right now, but this is just the KKW in the shade Honey 1. Sorry, I know it's not available anymore. Hopefully once KKW is back up and running, she will bring these all back out. Because I really love the shade Honey in the lipstick too. And that was Honey 1 as well. This one does have a tiny bit of warmth to it, but not too much. Like you can see, sorry my pencil is so dirty, but you can see it's kind of more like a neutral shade. I'm just going to take a little tiny brush to blend this out. And the brush that I'm using actually isn't a lip brush, it's a little mini concealer brush from e.l.f. But it works like a lip brush. Look how tiny it is. I guess that would be more for like spot treating, not concealer under the eye. It's way too small. So I'm just kind of blending it out. And I'm going to go in with Cover Star, which is a lighter nude, but I'm going to go on top of it with a newer one that I just got. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Cover Star lipstick. This looks like this. So it is generally like a deeper, not deeper, it's not deep, like a darker nude than I generally go for. It does look orange right here. It looks a little less orange in person. But like I said, I usually mix this one with a little bit more of like a cooler shade. But for now, I'm actually going to use a different lipstick altogether, which is Catwalking. And I didn't think I would like this because I thought it would be super orange, but it kind of has like a brownie undertone. Might be too dark like when I'm just wearing it by itself, but I like it mixed with Cover Star. And these are just like the creamiest mattes. Okay, this looks super orange right now, and in person it does not look this orange. I hate my phone for this. It actually looks more brown in person. I wish you could actually see what it looked like in person, because it doesn't look this orange. It actually looks more like the color of my shirt in person. But yeah, this is everything. So this is using some newer products. Love this. If you really like a light kind of twinkly, just a very subtle eyeshadow look, then I think you would really like this. This would look really nice with like a deep red lip. I actually paired it with the color Photo by MAC yesterday, and this is like a really dark brown. It looks red. See, again, like the colors are not showing true. This looks red, but in person it looks brown. And it looked really nice. And I generally don't wear super dark colors like that, as you know. And the Catwalking shade is beautiful. Maybe if I put it on my hand, you can see more what it looks like. No, okay, this is not what it looks like in person. No, this looks like bright orange. It does not look like this in person. You just have to trust me that doesn't always look how it looks on camera. I don't know why my camera washes everything out, but if I could take a picture and insert it at the end, I will, so you can see that it does not look orange. What else do we have here? The Patrick Ta Brow Lamination Gel. I will really enjoy, and I was able to get my brow in check there. And if you actually just play with it, like I was using just a spoolie to kind of get a little bit of the crusty out, it works. And then I just kind of went back in just to get them like spiky again. So I've really been enjoying that. Rare Beauty mascara. It's growing on me. It's growing on me, okay? I really want to try the new Melt mascara. I don't even know if it's out yet, but it's coming and I want it. The Sculpting, this, I like it, but I really don't think I needed it. I have the Tan Tour and this is just as good, so yeah, I really didn't need it. Generally, I just use powders, so it's nice. Did I need it? No. Do I like it? Yes, and I will use it. And the lipsticks I really like. And I think that is everything. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and hopefully it wasn't too boring for you. I love you. Please subscribe, and yeah. What are you guys getting from the Sephora sale? I kind of started talking about that but didn't finish. I think I'm gonna get another Dior Backstage Powder No Powder. I had a Rose Ink concealer in my basket too, and a Rose Ink blush. It's like, I need to stop buying blushes, but I really liked this too. Speaking of blushes, the Fresco blush, if you like a nice nude color. So yeah, everything, I got pretty lucky. Everything was a pretty big hit. I did also buy this, the Danessa Myricks Color Fix creams in the color Celebration. Maybe I should do a makeup using this one, or if you just want to see me wearing it in a video, then I can do that. It's such a nice color. It's like a bronzy reddish with like silver sparkle. Here, I'll show you. But I wore it to work the other day and I was like, ooh, this is nice. Again, not showing up as deep as it actually is. You can see that there is a little bit of that silver sparkle in there. Yeah, so I think that's everything. I don't really think I'm going to pick up too much. Just those Rose Ink products, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. I will take a picture of my makeup and add it in to the beginning of the video so you can see that it doesn't look orange. So yeah, love you. Thanks so much for watching. There's my doggy sleeping. Have a good day, and we will talk to you soon. Love ya. Bye.